We got two of our three home run predictions in the Phillies game correct last night, and we are back with two more home run predictions for the Phillies game tonight. The Phillies once again play host to the Orioles tonight. We got Taijuan Walker on the mound for the Phillies. That's going to be an adventure. And Dean Kremer is on the mound for the Orioles. So as for last night, as I mentioned, we got two correct home run predictions. Thank you to Tyler O'Neill and to Jordan Westberg for going yard yesterday. We only missed out on Otto Kemp, which was a little bit of a dart throw at a pretty decent price, but it was pretty frustrating because they ended up pinch hitting him for Bryson Stott, and basically every other Phillies bat at the bottom of the lineup hit a home run except for Otto Kemp. That obviously that happens, but we will gladly take a day in which we got two out of our three home run predictions correct at pretty nice odds. As mentioned earlier, we got two more home run predictions to lock in for tonight's game, but before we get started, before we get into it, make sure to go to BetMGM and use the promo code CROSSING to sign up and get in on the action. Take advantage of one of the two sign-up promotions available in your state, and then use that for the Phillies game tonight, and then football season starting soon. You're going to want to get these bonus bets. But let's get into today's plays. And for our first play, obviously, we got to go with Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run. Just been on a ridiculous run recently. Wanted to take him yesterday, but we had a lefty on the mound and we got odds below 200. That's not the case anymore. You can get Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run at plus 205. As long as that number's above plus 200, honestly, he's worth taking to hit a home run. The numbers, it's really hard when somebody is so good at the plate to capture just how good of a run they are on. I'll try to do my best to summarize just how good Kyle Schwarber has been over the last 10 games. So we're looking at every batter in the MLB in the last 10 baseball games they have played. So it doesn't count days off or anything like that. It's just 10 games played, the last 10 for every MLB batter. Kyle Schwarber leads the MLB with 17 hits with 100 plus miles per hour exit velocity. For those of you at home, that is 1.7 hits per game above 100 miles an hour exit velocity. That's insane. Looking at the same 10-game stretch for every MLB batter, he leads the MLB with 8 hits above 100 miles an hour that were also fly balls. That's very important. In order to hit a home run, you have to hit the ball hard. You have to hit the ball in the air. Schwarber leads the MLB with 8 of these hits. Again, 100 miles an hour and a fly ball. Incredibly impressive over the last 10 games. He also leads the MLB with 9 total piss missiles in the last 10 games. Now, for those of you probably don't know what a piss missile is. It's a ball in play, batted ball, with 105, so above the 100 number, and a launch angle between 10 and 20 degrees. So the reason why the piss missile number is higher than the fly ball number, because line drives are included in piss missiles. But that means every single hard hit that was in the air for Kyle Schwarber was also 105 miles an hour, not even 100. It's just ridiculous, the run that he is on. Unsurprisingly, he leads the MLB in total barrels over the last 2 weeks. He's got 12 over the last 2 weeks. Now, that just looks at a 14-day span, so days off are included in this stretch. Again, he leads the MLB with 12. No other batter has more than 9. He's 3 above whoever's in second place. He also leads the MLB with 7 total barrels over the last week. That includes a day off on Thursday, and not every team has had a day off. Again, ridiculous, the run that Kyle Schwarber is on. Now he has taken the NL lead in home runs with 40. He's only 2 behind Cal Raleigh. Obviously, Raleigh's got 42. Schwarber has the 3rd best ISO rate in the entire MLB at 335. That's incredible. He's only behind Cal Raleigh and Aaron Judge. Pretty good company to be in. He's got the 4th best barrel rate in the entire MLB at 20.5%, only behind Pete Alonso, Aaron Judge, and Shohei Ohtani. That's pretty good company to be in. So yeah, he's just a very good hitter. He's been on fire recently. And the pitching matchup is really not anybody to be scared of. Dean Kremer, I mentioned, is pitching for the Orioles. On the year, he's been fine. You know, I'm not going to say he's been terrible. He's certainly no Taijuan Walker, which we're going to talk about. Kremer has allowed a home run every 26 at-bats to left-handed hitters on the entire year. Over the last 5 weeks, every 24 and a half at-bats. So been slightly worse, but really not that much worse. The pitch that gets hit the hardest for Kremer is his four-seam fastball, which he also throws the most to lefties. Unsurprisingly, Schwarber has fantastic numbers against the four-seam fastball from righties. 343 ISO, 583 slugging, 19 barrel rate on the year. Over the last 30 days, that ISO rate jumps up to an obscene 882. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And a 36% barrel rate, which is also ridiculous. So yeah, turns out Kyle Schwarber is pretty good at hitting home runs. He should be trusted to hit another one tonight. That's play number one. Play number two, and the second of the last of our two plays, I should say, Gunnar Henderson. We're taking him to hit a home run, which is offered at plus 333 odds at BetMGM. You know, you look at Gunnar, he's had a pretty disappointing year overall. And the disappointing part is that it came after an electric breakout campaign from Gunnar last year. Gunnar was fantastic, especially to begin the year last year. So everybody was kind of excited if he was going to take that next step or anything like that. That really hasn't come to fruition for Gunnar, but there are signs that he's starting to come out of the slump that he is on. You look at the last week, which I get, obviously it's a small sample size, but that's kind of how the baseball season goes. It's like a bunch of mini seasons wrapped up in one. Last 7 days, Gunnar Henderson is one of only 9 batters with 13 or more hard hits. Now, a hard hit is anything 95 miles an hour and above exit velocity. Again, he's got 13 or more over the last 7 days. That's pretty impressive. He's got a respectable 3 barrels in this stretch. That's not amazing. That's certainly not Kyle Schwarber numbers, but it's respectable. And he's got 2 home runs in this stretch as well. So he has been able to get a ball to go yard, which is obviously the most important thing here. The issue Gunnar has had this year, while he hasn't been able to hit very many home runs, he just can't get lift on the baseball. He's just been hitting a ton of ground balls. And that's still an issue recently, but it's been better. So his ground ball rate, while still higher than what we would like, is better recently than in what it has been on the entire year. So yeah, the hard hits are there. Again, he's starting to get more lift on the ball, which to kind of show you with that barrel rate. And in terms of looking at hits that are above 100 miles an hour, he's one of 7 batters with 14 or more hits above 100 miles an hour over the last 10 games. Now remember, Schwarber led the MLB with 17. Henderson is not that far behind him with 14. Now, he doesn't hit nearly as many in the air as Schwarber does, but he's still hitting the ball very hard. Now, the biggest thing here, what we like about Gunnar Henderson, Taijuan Walker is pitching for the Phillies, just an absolute home run machine. I mean, he is basically the perfect guy to target when you want to take batters to hit home runs. Now, I'm only going with Gunnar. It could be like 7 guys on the Orioles. Taijuan Walker has allowed 7 total home runs over his last 3 starts. That is horrific. He's allowed a home run every 10 and a half at-bats to lefties. That is horrific. His strikeout rate, grotesque. It's below 10%. His fly ball rate is almost like 40%. That is grotesque. So when you're not striking anybody out and you're allowing batters to put the ball in the air at a high percentage rate, it's a horrific combination, and everything across the board for Taijuan Walker is bad. So Gunnar Henderson should have ample opportunity to send one deep tonight in this game against the Phillies. Let's hope he does as one of our 2 plays. And that's all we got. I appreciate everybody for watching. We're going with Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run and Gunnar Henderson to hit a home run. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe. Of course, make sure to go to BetMGM and use the promo code CROSSING to sign up. Thanks everybody for watching. Make sure to bet responsibly and have a good one. Must be 21 or older in participating states. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See terms and conditions in the description of the video.